Week 7 of spring anime. Hello, weebs. Another anime review here. Good, solid week. All these episodes very emotional, very good action. There's a lot of wholesome feels and tragic moments. Also, in some anime news, Kubo won't let me be invisible, bro. That anime is back. Starting off with episode 7. It re-aired and now we're caught up. New episode. Also, Mashal got delayed, so yeah, no stranger to anime delays. These studios doing way too much sometimes. So yeah, production issues seem to be very common right now. Mashal's just like a fun random show that's good to like tune into. But yeah, besides that, let's get started. Okay, so for Oshinoko episode 6, another solid episode this week. The storytelling is so good. Aqua, he kind of showed up this episode, and in the end, a lot of tragic stuff happened. So let's talk about it. So yeah, a very solid episode. I think it was, critically acclaimed. So many people. That was very powerful. So yeah, it kind of like tells us more about the inside of the entertainment industry, what's going on in this kind of reality dating show, and how it kind of relates to real life stuff. So yeah, it starts off with, the dating show. We see the main girl that's like very popular in the show. Her name is Yuki. She's a bit fake, but like she's just like using her acting skills to her best. So she's like being sympathetic, but she also looks good. All the teenage girls watching the show are like cheering for her so hard. So yeah, everyone else is just following through. They're all like pretty good friends. None of them are like super fake. They're just, getting along with each other, just like doing their jobs. The dating concept itself is kind of fake. No one here kind of like, takes this love seriously. But yeah, we just see them hanging out, sharing their own personality traits. So yeah, Aqua, he's just like the, depressing dude, but he gives like the fake personality. There's that girl that's a YouTuber that's like Aqua's match. There's the popular girl Yuki. So yeah, she's like a model, very hot. And then her love interest is kind of like this like aloof popular dude too, I guess. And then the last two people are kind of like boring random people. So it's Akane. She's trying hard, but she doesn't have like a defining personality. A lot of people don't like her. And then her match, who's kind of like a random actor who doesn't really do things too much unless he's on camera. So yeah, all of them are doing their thing. They go eat barbecue together. And then yeah, they're just acting on the show. But yeah, problems do occur because, the fans in the show, they take this shit too seriously. So Akane, she's kind of like Googling herself all the time, checking Twitter, and they're like, bro, this girl's such a bitch. She's not like helping anyone. She's like trying to backstab people. She's also kind of ugly. So we see Akane, it's kind of mainly about her this episode. So we see her like working hard, like doing workouts, exercise, practicing her acting skills. But she is facing a lot of pressure to succeed. So yeah, her manager, he's kind of like an evil dude that only wants success. He's a bit impatient. So Akane's agent is like, stressed out. And then Akane is also sad that she's letting these people down. Her mom's like very concerned about her. Akane is also, checking Twitter. Everyone's talking shit about how like she's not that popular in the show. So that's also hurting her a lot. It's like the common thing, oh, cyberbullying, just ignore it, turn off the phone. It's not that easy though, because of all these like other pressures around you. So there's a lot of stuff kind of like piling up upon her. But she's still trying to keep a positive attitude on everything, still trying to like work hard. She's taking notes on everything, listening to like all the directors, camera people telling her what to do. And she's like, I gotta shine, I gotta stand out, I gotta like make sure I'm successful in the show. The main obstacle she's facing in the show so far is that Yuki, she's stealing Akane's man in the show. So Akane wants to kind of like counter back and then, take the man back. So yeah, she kind of like does like this thing on camera where Yuki like invites him to like go see a dog, and Akane is like, no, how dare you take my man? So she kind of like swipes at her face accidentally, like as she was like, trying to like wave her arm around, and she actually scratches her in the face. Yeah, that was captured on camera. They stopped filming because, it's like a serious attack. It's not planned. So yeah, everyone kind of forgives themselves. Like Akane is crying because, she was trying so hard. And then the one time she actually kind of breaks out of her shell, tries to do something different, she fails spectacularly. These characters feel so real, even though they're acting on a fake show, on a fake anime that's written by some dude. But yeah, anyway, Yuki kind of forgives her. It's like no hard feelings, it's like they're all in this together type of thing. So yeah, Akane feels fine so far. It's like, she made one mistake, everyone kind of forgets about it. But yeah, when the episode airs of this moment, the fans are just like burning her alive type of thing. So yeah, no one takes her side. Everyone hates her. Even the few day one fans that supported her when she was younger, they don't like her anymore. She's like, I always knew Akane was a bitch. So goddamn, her morale just went so down. Super depressed. Everyone in school is also talking shit. She's not eating food. She's throwing up. I just feel so bad. And just when you thought it could get any worse, yeah, there's like a typhoon. It's raining. Akane, she just like, goes out to buy some food and then she just collapses. She falls down on the street. So then she's like, well, the rain's falling on her face. These lights, they seem so pretty. What if I just fall off this bridge? Oh my god, so tragic. I loved how they depicted it so much. Like, I hated it because, it was very sad. But yeah, basically just she looked at the lights from the oncoming cars and she's like, oh, this looks so beautiful. And if I die right now, all my problems will go away. It's so nice, so blissful. And then yeah, she actually jumps off the bridge. That was kind of I was like, bro, it's over. Like, this is serious shit right now. Another person's gonna die in this anime. But no, Aqua comes in behind her. He picks her up before she falls. That was so clutch. My dude, this is him. He is our main character. And yeah, he showed up. It's just shown very well. She's like crying. The rain's on her face. She thinks like, dying right now. It's beautiful. But yeah, in reality, she looks like a huge mess. Aqua grabs her and then, she's crying. She's like, let me go. Aqua's like, calm down. I'm not your enemy. And we end the episode there. So yeah, very excited to see where the next episode goes. But yeah, good storytelling. Apparently this anime is made by the Hana Kimura story. So yeah, one of my favorite Stardom wrestlers. I did see her in his show. But yeah, it was so sad that she like, died at an early age. And yeah, basically if you don't know, yeah, it's like from Terrace House. So it's like a similar type of like, dating show. None of it is really real. Just like the characters are like, putting their personalities up to 10. A lot of stuff is just like heavily scripted and edited. But the fans are talking shit, being very hostile. And this episode's pretty much based on it. So yeah, we'll see how things go next time. But yeah, anime's doing a good job. Just like, basically giving us the insight on the entertainment industry. Not really your typical idol show, but yeah, just like showing you what happens behind the scenes and a lot of characters going through struggles. It's not pretty. For Vinland Saga season 2 episode 20. So this episode this week, it was called Pain, kind of the continuation of the battle. Very exciting. Kind of liked how they portrayed like everyone fighting and then Kettle's forces just running away. All these Vikings being savages, but then our squad, it's like, the battle doesn't go as one-sided as you expect because, Thorgel's in the back just like creeping in. So a cool fight by him. Snake is out there. There was a cool badass scene where he kind of like saved his forces, decapitated some of the Vikings. So yeah, the main characters that showed up kind of like performed very well. But overall, this is another episode that just like tore at me emotionally. I'm like, why is this anime causing me so much pain? A lot of stuff we're doing in this historical environment just like doesn't seem to matter anymore. The people with power always like come out on top. People are always fighting. But yeah, Thorfinn's trying to change all that. So all of that goes on in this episode. And there's also a lot more stuff to come next time as well. This arc isn't finished. It's probably going to be another like exciting arc after this. So yeah, the battle goes as well as you expect. All the Vikings are mowing down the farmers. But then, yeah, Snake is kind of defending some people. We see some people are scared. So, yeah, very solid character moments in the middle of war. We're no strangers to war if we're watching this anime. So, yeah, a lot of the stuff is expected. Animation was, like, very sick as well. And then we see that Kettle, like, someone, like, kind of murked him. One of the Vikings kind of almost killed him. Kind of, like, uppercutted his face. So, King Canute is kind of disappointed because he told this man, don't backstab anybody and also keep Kettle alive. So, he asked, like, his head guard captain to kind of, like, go investigate to, like, stop people from fighting. And then that's when Thorgel comes in. He's swimming in the water. Just this dude has intense stamina. He's like a true Viking. Just like going in all fight mode. He loves it. And he tries to one-shot the king. So Canute, like, he was quick enough. So he was training to actually block the attack. But his arm, like, got sprained. So, yeah, Thorgel hit him so hard, his sword got broken, but he's still alive. And in that 1 second, like, Thorgel kind of attacks the 2 bodyguards next to him. But, yeah, the king kind of bought some time. So, the guard captain kind of runs back. King Canute kind of throws his cape. So, yeah, Thorgel gets stabbed in the wrist. And then the guard captain's trying to choke Thorgel. Thorgel's poking him in the eye, so it's like a stalemate. And then, yeah, this dude does not go down either. So now King Canute, he's kind of shook. Everyone's kind of like running back to protect the king. And then Thorgel runs away. He's like, damn, I missed my shot. So, I mean, pretty smart of him. He didn't stay to fight. It also shows his battle IQ. He knows when he's defeated and he knows like when to fight back. So, yeah, he kind of like goes back, swims in the water while his wrist is just like bloody cut up. And I guess he makes it out another day. And yeah, this was a very intense scene, but also delayed the battle. So, yeah, we're not sure what the aftermath of everything is, but I assumed like King Canute's gonna take the land. So then after that, a very sad thing happened. So you know Ironhide? Okay, we met her for so many episodes, very attached to her. We had to like kind of rescue her husband. He died. Now Ironhide, she has some hope in her. Like Kettle kind of abused her a bit. Like he got mad. So she has a lot of bruises on her face, but she's still awake now. So she's awake on the cart. She's alive. Yo, hooray, cheer. Let's fucking go. So we have like a destination in mind. Let's go to Vinland with her. Yeah, problem is she kind of loses the will to live. She's just weak on her last breath. She's also pregnant and the baby is dead. Like she feels it die. So yeah, she's just like, yeah, I'm gonna die if like you take me to Iceland. Like there's still gonna be battles, there's still gonna be war, there's still gonna be bad people. So I'm just gonna, go to heaven with my family. Oh my god. Okay, so it's like very emotional, very powerful. I'm kind of tired of Arnheid. Not in a bad way, but I'm like, okay, we tried to rescue your husband, that failed. We tried to rescue you, that failed. And I was farm's like kind of being captured. So it's like everything negative is happening. And then I was just so sad we couldn't rescue her. But that is a major theme in this anime. Nothing really changes. No matter how much we do, there's like a stronger force, like a king that's like starting wars and shit. So Arnheid dies, Thorfinn's crying. Einar is also crying because he kind of fell in love with her instantly during the beginning of the season. So there's probably going to be a big character moment from him as well. He might try to join Thorfinn and trying to like, change the world. I guess we gotta see. After that, Snake kind of catches up because he's still alive. All the other people kind of like see Thorfinn. Snake is kind of escorting Kettle, so maybe he's gonna hand him in. We gotta see. So they do bury Arnheid. Thorfinn actually throws a punch at Einar because Einar's so angry. He wants to kill Kettle while he's unconscious. So yeah, all that's going on. And in the end, something huge happens. So Thorfinn's like, okay, I'm not gonna run anymore. I have to confront the king. I want to make him stop fighting these people. Like, you already got the land. Like, the battle is won. So I guess Thorfinn's gonna try to do some peace negotiations. I'm not sure how effective that'll be. Like, these are just like badass Vikings on your ass. But I mean, Thorfinn and Canute, they knew each other. I was expecting them to talk somehow, but this was not the way I thought it would go. So yeah, I guess we gotta see what's gonna happen. But powerful anime. Each episode going very well. I was just so sad that a lot of the season seems to be for nothing. But at least we got insane character development from Thorfinn. Okay, so for Kubo Won't Let Me Be Invisible, episode 7. Yes, this anime is back after a hiatus. Very solid romance show. I really love it. Just very wholesome, but the characters are so nice. I just want to cheer for them. I kind of compared to other like high school romance shows, this one's just like straight up diabetes in my eyes. So yeah, I love to watch it every week. We have a lot of like other solid romance shows this season. So yeah, Skip to Loafer is really good. Another solid high school show. Insomniacs After School, very cute, wholesome as well. They're all very cute and wholesome, but have their own flavor. Yamada-kun Level 999, the gamer anime is alright, I guess. It was a bit generic, but the characters are pretty fun. Also, yeah, the school shooter anime, The Dangers in My Heart. I heard that gets a little better. I'm not really a huge fan of it. I think the characters are so awkward. And the concept is like, I don't care. But yeah, Kubo, I think it sweeps all of them. I just love this one. Like, again, nothing happens, pure slice of life, but I'm a huge slice of life fan. Overall, self-insert. The main dude, Shiraishi, he has no defining characteristics. He's just like a random good guy. But Kubo doing all the things. I love her personality because she's like the driver for everything. She's like telling her feelings to Shiraishi. She's like hanging out with him genuinely. And yeah, they just want the best for each other. So typical gags. So yeah, they have the umbrella scene where they share an umbrella together. I like how Kubo had to subtly influence Shiraishi to use the umbrella with her because she had to run in the rain and then Shiraishi kind of chased after her. So yeah, Kubo just like setting things up for him to succeed. It's very wholesome. The big sister is also, laughing at them. We see Kubo's younger niece also makes an appearance in this episode. So yeah, all the characters are here doing their thing. And yeah, just like another cute episode. I think like a main story point that's happening towards the end of the episode is that the semester is almost over, so they're gonna switch classes soon. So yeah, I doubt that Kubo and Shiraishi will be in separate classes, but if they do, it's kind of sad. But yeah, I mean, this is typical slice of life anime shit. You get worked up over the most mundane shit. So yes, anime is very cute, very wholesome. Again, diabetes injected straight into your eyeballs, straight into your veins. And I just want to see more of Kubo being a super wholesome stalker. Okay, so for Jigokuraku, episode 8. So another fight happening on this island. Shit is popping off again. Anytime you try to rest, anytime you see some new characters come in, you have no time to breathe, bro. You're getting attacked. So yeah, we get backstory on the blonde-haired samurai dude who's like very energetic, kind of stupid. So his name is Tensa. And we see when he was younger, he was just like, a poor kid living in the slums, trying to like fend for himself. Parents didn't really care about him, so he just like robbed from people. And then one day he just like bumped into some samurais on the street and then he beat them up actually. So that one of the samurai mentors and he's like, join me. So we see the blind white-haired executioner. So yeah, he's actually Tenso's teacher. And yeah, his prisoner that he was taking care of was like the big booba sex lady. So he kind of like cut her head off when she seduced him. So that's what happened to them. But yeah, it's all about Tenso now. So yeah, he got taken in. His prisoner is that young girl Nuru guy who didn't really do anything wrong. And yeah, they were trying to escape the island, but they couldn't find like a good current to go go through. But then a new villain comes through. It's another Tensen, another god. So he kind of has like orangish hair, a green and white robe. So he has like kind of like a Hisoka type of design. Very creepy clown looking dude. But yeah, these Tensen, even though they're not like super powerful, they're just like very resilient. So yeah, he's just fighting him. It's kind of funny because this Tensen has Sukken as voice actor. So when you hire that dude as a villain, you know shit is getting serious. Like it kind of got chills. But yeah, Tensen kind of slices his like face and neck off. Problem is, yeah, the dude is just like a plant man regenerating. So yeah, they just like run away in the forest. They know they can't beat him. Problem is, yeah, he's just like chasing after them. So he's also pretty fast. And then the teacher comes in. So the blind dude Shion. So he throws his sword at the plant dude's neck. So he's pretty powerful. He's blind, but bro, he got that tough energy. He can sense everything around him. Jumping through the forest. He's like actually like very badass. They're kind of talking about Nuruga as well because Nuruga's a prisoner, but Tenzo's looking after her. So yeah, they just have like this big conversation in the middle of the forest. I'm just out here thinking like, bro, this god that you try to kill, like he's still out there. Can you like run away? Why are you standing in the forest still talking? But yeah, I guess we're just catching our breath. Everyone's kind of talking, kind of establishing their position, trying to find a way to like escape the island. Problem is, yeah, this god, he's back. I was like, bro, this is what you deserve for talking so much in the middle of the forest. So he kind of like takes Shion's neck a little bit, slices it. So yeah, he's like severely injured, but he like ties his neck up, stops the bleeding. And now it's up to Tenza to defend everyone else. Problem is, yeah, this Tenza has some more powers. So yeah, it seems like they do have like the immortality power, which everyone knows they just regenerate their body parts. But yeah, this one, he has like the Iron Fist, just like energy glowing bullets. So we saw Mei also had that in her fist. That's just like one type of magical power. Another one, it seems that he's learned and adapted to attacks. So when Tenza attacked him the first time, he like sliced him up pretty easily. But it seems like this dude can adapt. So you just gotta fight him in different ways. So yeah, he seems to have like multiple powers. He shoots Tenso like 3 times in the midsection. So yeah, you know, while he's like about to die, we get his backstory, like the rest of his backstory. So after he got taken in, he's just working hard, but doesn't really see any purpose in this. So he actually wants to leave. Thing is, his teacher, he's like, bro, you can't leave. And then he's like, okay, I'll let you leave if you get 1 hit on me. Anytime, anywhere, just like do it. So yeah, he's unable to do that. So yeah, he just like, you know, is like, okay, I'm outie. And then we also see Aizen. So he's the dude with the eye patch that got like killed by his giant prisoner. But he kind of like tells Tenza about like Shion's backstory. He also had another trainee that he was mentoring. The problem is that dude is like similar to Tenza, where he's just like very arrogant, doesn't want to work hard. So he kind of like gives up being an executioner. And we see in the future he became like a prisoner because he was just like robbing people. He couldn't like get money or work. So then Shion had to execute him. So that's why he doesn't want Tenza to leave and like do his own thing, because he thinks the same thing might happen. So yeah, a lot of like tragic shit. You know, these characters, we meet them for 1 or 2 episodes, but you know, good job like establishing their backstory very quickly, giving us something to care about as they're like dying in these fights. So yeah, I'm digging into storytelling so far. And yeah, I think the main points of these stories is to say that like these guys do have potential. Like their life, they shouldn't waste it. So yeah, Tenza's kind of using his life to protect his masters. So he's protecting Shion, he's protecting Nurugai. So it looks like he's about to die. He comes up, no sword, he punches the Tensen in the face. Bro, big smack just like crushes that dude's skull. But yeah, he's still regenerating. Tensen's a smacking fighting. It is pretty badass because yeah, he's about to die, but he's using his last moves to kind of stall the guy. But yeah, they escape, they run away. It's very sad because yeah, they have to leave Tensen behind and he's confirmed dead. So yeah, there we go for that episode. So yeah, more people are dying each episode and more villains are being established. So yeah, these gods, if you encounter them, there's not really much to do except run away. And now for Demon Slayer, Season 3, Episode 7. So we continue the fight. You know, each episode kind of progresses this fight slowly. Here, Tanjiro, we got a cliffhanger. He got the flame sword in tow, about to cut the head off of the upper 4 moon demon. So yeah, this dude, he's very scared, kind of cowardly, but we see that he's super tough and really small. So yeah, Tanjiro finally tracks him down with the help of Genya. Genya tried to shoot it and cut it, but he was too tough, so it's up to Tanjiro. So yeah, he got the flaming blade. He tries to slice the head off, but slowly but surely he's not doing it. And someone's behind him creeping up on him. So this demon, he feels fear, but there's like another emotion right behind him, and it's hatred. So yeah, I guess, you know, it's very powerful. You know, hate, this demon's probably going to be an edgelord, and he shows up. So yeah, this is the real final boss, I'm assuming. So yeah, before that happens, he kind of summons like the big wooden Hydra we saw in the OP. So yeah, that shit is also like his summon. So yeah, this thing also seems pretty powerful as well. It has like big sharp teeth, that's like 4 faces. So yeah, like a big power up for this demon. This was not unexpected. Bullshit power ups are par for the course for this anime. But yeah, it was kind of lame, I guess, because yeah, so the demon kind of fused into the hatred demon. He looks like kind of like a Dragon Ball Z character now. He got a new drip, he got horns, just looking like Kid Buu or something. Just like looks really tough, strong, and angry, and he's really young. So yeah, this hatred demon, he also has like the circle with balls around him. So it looks like he might be able to swap between each power. And we realized what happened. So while Tanjiro was trying to cut off this demon's head, the anger demon fused with all the other demons. So apparently he had that power. So they turn into four kind of like moderately strong demons into one badass upper moon. So yeah, this is like the real upper four. He has like the big, strong, scary air around him. No one can really fuck with him. He'll probably blitz Tanjiro and Genya like really easily. So yeah, they don't really fight yet. It's just like a big stare down. They're kind of like talking to each other, like doing some talk no jutsu actually. So you cannot out-talk Tanjiro in this anime. So yeah, his words, his ideals are the strongest. So yeah, this hatred demon's like speaking some bullshit. He's just on another level of delusion where he's like, why are you attacking me and my family? This dude is scared. We did nothing to you. And Tanjiro's like, bro, you killed like hundreds of people. Like, you literally have no leg to stand on here. Like, what are you talking about? And a demon's saying random shit like, oh, we didn't kill your family, so why kill our family? Like who gave you the authority to do that? And Tanjiro's like, bro, I don't need a reason to do something good to protect other people. I don't need a reason. So yeah, I love this kind of speech by Tanjiro. So even though it's just like kind of lame shonen stuff, like I like how strong Tanjiro is and sticking to his ideals. And yeah, the fight is beginning between both of them. The problem is the majority of this episode had a lot of talking, so we don't see a lot of fights yet. It's something kind of slightly different between the Entertainment District because that one, like season 2, popped off so hard. Just like a lot of the fight pacing was really fun, and the actual villain was really scary, and then all the squad mates were kind of like working together to beat it. Here it's kind of like jarring, disjointed fights. We just see like these demons, they're kind of like weak now, they're not like going all out yet. So yeah, we're just like 7 episodes in, and these demons have not shown their true power until like this episode, and they probably still have like a lot more in store for us. So yeah, the pacing of the show just seems to be very slow, but I know the One Piece fans, they've been suffering more than us, so yeah, don't need to worry about that. There's also like a small thing I do like about this series is that the reading the manga is actually like very underrated. So it's insane for Demon Slayer because you can just skip through all the generic shonen kind of like talking monologues, backstories. You can kind of enjoy it in a faster pace. The fight scenes, the settings, the escalations, like they hit pretty hard regardless of the UFO-table animation. So yeah, I'm just like giving a lot of points for the manga. Like, you know, check it out if you don't like the Demon Slayer pacing. But overall, you know, the anime is continuing. A lot of funny stuff happened in this episode as well. So yeah, since we see there was like that 300-year-old legendary fire sword wielded by like the badass dude that taught Tanjiro the sun breathing. So yeah, the swordsmith, he's trying to like repair that, but there's like a demon coming behind him, so it's like the upper 5, the pot guy. So yeah, he's very invested into his art. We see that Muichiro, the Mist Pillar, he's kind of stuck in the Aqua prison. I mean, hopefully he gets out soon. But yeah, basically the upper 5, he's just like coming into the workshop, so he basically killed all the swordsmiths. So this is the last dude alive. So, and he's not even paying attention. So he's like so invested in kind of like sharpening, polishing the sword. He's like, oh, this sword is so legendary. The dude that created it probably had one mindset just to make this weapon. So he's kind of like invested in the same type of mindset. Don't worry about anything else, just make the weapon. So he's forging that. We see his like big muscles as he's just like pumping that shit, trying to finish it up, trying to polish up all the rest. It looks to be almost finished. But yeah, the vase demon, he's like, wow, this dude is so dedicated to his art. He's not even paying attention to me. I'm so jealous. So yeah, real recognize real. It was a really funny moment, and it kind of like explains why this demon didn't just murk this dude straight up. He's just trying to find a way to like distract him so he doesn't work on the sword anymore. The thing is, the swordsmith, like even though he's cut up, his mask is like taken off, he has like long flowing hair. He actually looks like a Giga Chad, but he's still bleeding. So yeah, I don't know like what's gonna happen. Probably the Mist Pillar will break free and, you know, rescue all these dudes. I mean, the upper moon can probably cut his arm off or something. He could probably teleport around, maybe move the sword. But yeah, I guess we'll have to see. And then yeah, we see Muichiro, he's in the Aqua prison. He sees that like, yeah, his breathing is gone. He tried to use the first form of his mist breathing, but yeah, his sword slash wasn't enough to cut the water. I'm like, bro, can't you just swim out? There's like a hole on the top. But no, he's just like stuck there. He also has like needles sticking out of him, so he's also kind of poisoned. So I mean, it'll be a miracle if he gets out of this. But yeah, we see the little dude Kotetsu, I think. He's trying to break the Mist Pillar free. He has like a little dagger trying to cut the water prison, but it's not working. Also, he gets attacked by a little summon that has like sharp claws. So it looks like this dude is dying. So in his dying breath, he kind of breathes into the water prison. and like shares that oxygen to the mist pillar. So yeah, Mushiro has enough power to do like a final slash. We see that he's like kind of hallucinating, and he sees Tanjiro kind of talking to him, giving him pep talks like, oh, don't worry about now, you don't know what's going to come into future, just like keep trying hard, etc., etc. So yeah, we see that Mushiro remembers his dad, and then his dad kind of looks like Tanjiro, so that's why both of them are in his head right now. And we kind of end the episode there. Not really a great episode because we just keep waiting for more stuff to happen. Watching this weekly is kind of suffering, but there's probably going to be a huge pop off. You know, Twitter's going to explode, all the classic stuff that's going to happen as we reach more peaks in this arc. But overall, this setup is like kind of weak. I don't really like the Hatred Demon reveal, but I mean, maybe he'll be cool later. And Mitsuru is still nowhere to be found, so I guess she's like running, trying to help the guys. This week's Gundam Witch episode, season 2, episode 6. It got delayed last week, so yeah, it's airing now. It was a big kind of like Mother's Day feel with like Salata and her mom at the end of the episode. So, you know, tragic moments happening. We're no stranger to this in this anime. So yeah, I'm just like, you know, crying sometimes. I'm like, bro, where's this show going? It's like so sad. But I mean, I can kind of like expect where it's gonna go. So yeah, last episode, Salata lost a duel to Guel, her first duel. Very insane. Miorine kind of backstabbed her because she wants to leave Salata out of like the Gundam data storm business stuff where, you know, Salata's mom's just like, you know, evil. But then, yeah, now Salata lost her wife. She's just in school by herself. And she also lost her Gundam. She lost her Ariel. So she has like nothing. She's still trying to keep it positive because, you know, nothing else to do. She's like an upbeat, nervous girl at heart. So yeah, she's like powering through, eating food, hanging out with friends. But overall, people see that, yeah, something is wrong. So the Earth House is like, what if we visit Salata? Just like visit the company, just ask her questions. So yeah, instead of like, you know, email, call, just visit them at the company. So yeah, a lot of stuff is going on. We see Miorine and Guel kind of like working to make their company more bigger, trying to become the president. So yeah, one way she's planning to visit Earth because she can like kind of stop all the protests, all the wars from happening, and kind of like ally with everyone. So like kind of like peace negotiations. And since they have the power of the aerial, people might actually listen to them. At the end of the episode though, Salata, yeah, she visits the factory Miorine's working in. And then she finds her aerial suit. She goes inside. But the problem is, it doesn't respond to her. It doesn't like her anymore. Because she realizes that, yeah, it's made of a clone from her body. Like, they're all clones. Ariel's basically listening to the mom and saying that I can survive everywhere now. As long as, like, we do the Data Storm project correctly. So now Salata is suffering inside this Gundam because it's not accepting her anymore. And she's getting infected by the Data Storm. So she gets ejected into space. And she's, like, kind of crying because her mom says, yo, go back to school. Like, live your life as a normal girl. So, yeah, our main character, it's over for her. Just she's not involved in the story anymore. Like, are you serious, bro? You can't just deny the witch from Mercury like that. So, yeah, we just see her crying, floating off into space. I mean, it does say a lot about her mother because she actually cares about her daughter. It doesn't want her to get involved in this, like, war company politics shit. Problem is, Salata was already involved since she was, like, piloting the aerial for a long-ass time, and you like, kind of lied to her whole life. So, I'm not sure what's gonna happen, but I do know Salata. Gotta listen to your words, your motto. If you run away, you get one. But if you move forward, you get 2. Okay, so for Birdie Wing Golf Girl Story Season 2, Episode 7. Want to talk about this anime again? It's very good. You know, like, each story is so nice. It's like the golf going on, the drama between each family. And yeah, these golf matches are literally like JoJo fights. See characters like doing their 200 IQ play, like, oh, I planned for the weather. Yeah, I knew it was going to rain here and then stop raining. And then we knew we were going to beat your ass. So yeah, Aoi, she's playing in like the Golf Japanese Open. And she's also playing against like a huge professional who's like very successful. So yeah, Aoi kind of sandbagged the tournament earlier because yeah, she was like sad that her dad was like in the hospital. But yeah, he kind of like shows up here. He's the coach. And then like last episode, he kind of gave her a pep talk. He's back in the hospital. But he basically tells her, you know, you should play golf to have fun. So yeah, now she's not taking things seriously anymore. Now she's just playing more freely. None of her worries are here. And then her golf is just like, you know, very overpowered now. So yeah, she's just like, you know, making birdies, doing things. And she's slowly catching up to beat the other girl. So yeah, it also rains, which also like works to her advantage. So the other girl, she kind of goes over par. So that is very bad. Her score is suffering. And then Aoi, she makes a birdie on the same hole. She kind of like dodges all the rain, the puddles, and smashes that ball. And I was so excited. So yeah, Aoi out here beating the competition. She wins. So that's very cool. She's actually like a fully fledged professional now. So her and her assistant are kind of like, you know, happy, celebrating. Aoi's like, yeah, I'm gonna leave school. I'm gonna like, you know, pursue my career to be a professional. So I'll see Eve again. And then the other girl, she's like, okay, I'll join you. So yeah, you know, wholesome get together. Everyone's happy. I'm happy too. Like everything's so good. Aoi showing off with her Shining Wings Golf Club. And yeah, the story continues. I think, yeah, we concluded the Aoi arc so far, so we're gonna see more of Eve next episode probably. She has to be a professional now, and it looks like her teacher is back. So yeah, that blonde dude, he's here, and then he's trying to test Eve because he has another girl that he's training. So I guess they're gonna fight in a golf match next episode. And she can also shoot the bullets. So yeah, a lot of shit happened in this anime. I really love it, really recommend it. If you like kind of dramatic type of sports anime with the heavy Yuri theme. Okay, so for Dr. Stone Season 3, Episode 7. So I wasn't reviewing this anime too much, mainly because, you know, it was good. It was like, you know, very interesting shonen, but a lot of stuff was repetitive. I'm like, okay, you made the boat, you're going to America, you know, all the stuff is fine. You know, I'll watch it slowly. We met the Y Man a few episodes ago. Well, we didn't meet him, but we heard him. So yeah, a lot of like creepy like survival horror, like, oh, there's an enemy somewhere shit. So yeah, that's also happening this episode. So yeah, very scary kind of stuff happening. So yeah, we do meet another villain, and yeah, you know, story's getting juicy. So the squad with Ruisui, they're like sailing the boat. They're actually going to an island that has like natives on it, because we hear from some guy Soyuz, who was like a kind of like young dude who like lived on this island, but his mom kind of took them away. Yeah, there are people on this island, and they might have like some like secret. So yeah, Senku's basically looking for platinum, super rare ingredient that basically makes it so you have unlimited revival fluid, so you can like use platinum to make other things. So yeah, the problem is this island, they have the petrification beam on it. So it was too late. Like, Ukyo kind of realized that there's like stone statues underneath the sea in this island. Ukyo kind of gets shook, like, wait, this island is supposed to be uninhabited. So like the stone statue shouldn't be here in the first place, because there was like no one here to be petrified. So these stone statues are recent, they're fresh. So yeah, as he kind of like understands this, Roisui sees that someone's spying from them on the top of this island and just petrifies everyone on the boat. Everyone's just turned into stone. Like, holy shit, I didn't know this would happen, bro. I thought the stone was in South America or some shit. Now they got the petrification beam here as well on this island. So that is like very huge. No idea why, who has it, but I mean, I guess we'll find out. But yeah, new villain established. Everyone on this boat is frozen. Senku, Kohaku, Soyuz, and Gen. They actually left the boat to go on the island earlier, so they didn't get petrified. Also, Suika got like pushed out by Roisui, so he's looking out for her. She's also alive. All of them are basically on their own right now, trying to like find some answers and maybe fight off the villain on this island. So yeah, Senku and Gen kind of do some CSI investigation. They get like fingerprints, they kind of like make a criminal profile, they collect hair samples, and yeah, they find that there's traces of a young girl here. So they kind of find a girl. She's in the OP, but yeah, she's like the cutest girl on the island. And yeah, she kind of asks for their help. So I think she's going to be taken in by the village chief or something. And she was trying to do that as an inside job to stop him from petrifying people. So yeah, her name is Amaryllis. She's like the most beautiful girl on the island. And she kind of asks Senku, Kohaku, and Gen for help to, you know, fight off this village chief, and I guess cure the people of their petrification. So this is kind of huge, because if they do find a petrification beam on this island, they don't got to go to America anymore. They probably have to do it in the future, but like they don't have to do it now, so they save a lot of time. And if they have this beam and platinum at the same time, they can also rescue Tsukasa like so easily. So all their problems are basically going to be solved. So yeah, a lot of juicy stuff happening in this anime. I'm liking how each season does something very different, and yeah, the science is very consistent. Each episode you learn something new, or like you're doing creative things. Like here, I think they use tear gas as well. So anime's very nice, characters are funny. It does get a bit repetitive, but overall, you know, it's going good. And that is it for the animes this week. Thank you for watching. I'm gonna keep up to date with most of these shows, and hopefully things pick up or like past the halfway point, so a lot of like finales coming through in the future. So yeah, I just can't wait for that.